We're at Saltworks, and I'm going to learn how to TIG weld, and Thom is going to show me. There's been Thoms and Tuds and all this stuff, and you're Thom, and I've not mixed it up. So Thom's going to show me how to TIG weld. This what gauge of metal?
16.
16 gauge.
And we're just going to kind of, as much as we can, fuse it with adding rod to so it doesn't get concave, and then we'll planish it out so it'll finish the weld. Because as you put heat to it, it moves it around, shrinks it, stretches it, shrinks it mostly, and then we'll stretch it back out, and it'll lay flat on the table, and we're done like this.
Well, it don't matter if it lays flat to me. I just want to learn how to weld.
Right.
You want it flat, I suppose.
I do. So with TIG welding, you always want a good fit. You don't want a fit that you have to put a gap in or anything like that. The best way to do it is put it right together. Whether it's a curve or anything, the better you can fit it with a file, anything, the easier the result's going to be, and it's going to save you a lot of time in the long run. And then you want it clean, so we just kind of like, you know.
This is way beyond me already. I'm not cleaning much. I'm not fitting things real good. But. So you just use a scratch pad.
You can clean both sides, but I mean, we'll just do it simple today. You know what I mean? So you want a good fit like that.
Yeah.
We'll clamp it down so one of them doesn't move anywhere. And then what I'll do is I'll tack it like maybe every inch so it holds it together. And then
same process as MIG welder.
Right. And with TIG welding, we'll run it straight through.
Okay.
We're not going to step around, not bump around, nothing. Okay. And what it is what it is. And then
gotcha.
You'll do the next one.
Is this the same helmet for MIG welding?
Yes.
Same helmet for MIG welding?
Absolutely. And then TIG welding's like a three-man band. You got two hands and a foot all running at the same time.
Oh, that could be bad.
Yeah.
So, just a second now.
Yep.
How are you going to make that thing light up?
I'm just going to step on the pedal.
Okay.
Yep. And it'll start the arc, and I'll let it puddle up. And
hard down?
I'll feed it, yep. So we'll set it, I usually like to...
Yeah, you're going to have to show me everything.
Set it at 1 amp per thickness of the sheet metal. So 16 gauge is usually 63 thousandths, so that's what we do. And then I can max pedal it and burn it in. And I won't need any rod, so we'll just fuse it.
Yep.
Wait, I need glasses, I'm blind. There we go.
You want to come over here, did you, sweetheart? Now, tell me something.
That's it.
Is that thing supposed to touch the metal? Is that touching the metal?
No, never touch it. When you touch it, then you got to go resharpen it. So you never want to touch it.
Damn it.
Yeah. So I'm holding this.
How far away are you holding it? 8th?
Like that.
16th?
Maybe.
8th?
16th, yeah.
I got you.
So and it's sometimes with panels like this, if it was like a curved panel, you might want to go ahead and like planish it out so it stays even, you know, so you don't have any, you want...
So if it's moved, what you're saying is you want to plunge it back in shape before you start going?
Before you do the whole thing. So we're good here. This is my helmet. Doesn't seem to be great.
You getting this, Jolene?
Okay. So now we'll run the whole thing.
That's nice. It's so small that...
Yeah, it's really focused.
You don't want to. You're not puddling up very much, are you?
No.
You're just melting that together, basically.
Yep.
Just putting a little bit in when you need it.
Yep.
That was quick.
So you can see how it's pulled up.
Yeah. Wow. That's well. Like, can I? Yeah. Let's see the other side. Is it penetrated?
Yep. All the way through. So then we'll run over to the planishing hammer.
Okay.
I think he's got like a 0 die, so it's just a dead flat die in there. And then
Gotcha.
so yeah, it just makes, and then there's very little, you know, you can take,
Is it hot now?
you can feel it across there.
Yep.
And we can planch this some more so it'll
Wow.
take even that up, but
Yeah.
it's flat.
Yes, it is. I save it on the grinder disc.
Right.
It's good. Not even that hot. Nice.
Okay, now it's your turn.
So if I stick that thing on you, you gonna be mad at me?
No, we'll just go over there and resharpen it.
How do you sharpen?
I'll show you.
Okay.
It just, you wanted to add an angle. So the way it works is you want this to kind of be the same thickness as your metal. So whatever that angle is and whatever you want it that, because if you shoot it longer, shoot it shorter, then it's how the arc takes on the metal. And you always want to rotate it so the spiral is going like that. So again, the arc flows that way.
Okay, so I was watching you, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Was you on a little bit of an angle with that thing, or are you straight up and down?
A little bit of an angle, just so I can see it. So I am
Okay.
kind of like that and
Okay.
feeding it towards me.
Okay.
And sometimes, if your hands, my hands shake a lot, so I'm just
So do
like,
mine.
that's why I use, you know, sometimes this is a rest. So, you know, and if you stick it a little bit further, oops, a little bit further in, sometimes you can, that's a lot of angle, but you can just use your hand and it's
There's quite a few things on this one because you
Yeah.
can, like that can be adjusted. Your tip can be adjusted.
Right. So too, they have these gas lenses, and so this part is really big and it's see-through. So if you're getting into a really tight spot,
You can see through that.
you can take your tungsten and stick it way out like that. And because the lens is so big and the way the gas comes out, you're still getting enough gas to make a nice weld, but you can stick it in a tight crevice and get what you need out of it.
Okay.
And there's your gas pedal down there.
Gas pedal. Got no brake pedal?
Nope.
No brake pedal. Got full forward hit.
It's
We're gonna
full
take
down.
we're
Well,
gonna
the brake
take this
pedal's
to-
the other way.
What?
There you go.
Do you want me to clean that
Yeah,
first?
yeah.
Gas pedal.
And the whole thing too about TIG welding is being comfortable. So if you're in a chair or
Yeah.
however you set yourself up, the more comfortable you are, obviously the easier
Now-
it is to weld.
You hold them like that, and the pedal is the thing that makes me weld.
Yeah.
So I want to tack this bad boy together first, do I not?
Do what?
Do I want to tack this thing together first?
Yep.
And then
You
I'll
don't
use
necessarily need rod, but just in case.
that? Okay, so see how far I get away here. Burnt it.
Yep. And then just take your time.
Can I keep the heat rate on?
Yep, yep,
And just, okay.
yep. As long as you can see your puddle, you just want to dab it.
Ah. I didn't. No, getting there. There we go. Can I do it without the wire, obviously?
Yep.
I'd rather without the wire.
And you don't have to shut it completely off. You can just rhythmly do it. Like just keep like a in and out, in and out. There you go. Don't let it all the way off. Just keep going and stitch it. There you go. Yep.
Why am I not getting any? Ah, I wasn't pressed down hard enough.
Yeah, you can go full throttle. It won't hurt it.
Okay.
And then try it with not letting all the way off. Just keep a rhythm. Just keep going like up and down, up and down. And don't come back like half throttle, full throttle, half throttle, full throttle.
Sweetheart.
Yeah, see? Real good. So if you do like full half, full half, full half.
Full half. Didn't take off on me. I think I must have maybe lost something or anything.
No,
Did I lose something?
try that. Sometimes if you're not close enough to it or you need to strike an arc.
I lost my thing.
Oh, there you go.
Very delicate.
So,
Very delicate, eh? Oops, she fell it on me again.
oh,
Let's see if I can rock that sucker.
all right, there you go.
We'll press down hard on that bad boy. That was fun.
There you go.
Missed a few times there. Got a lot of heat though, didn't I?
Yep, yep.
So how come you didn't use the rod?
So,
I couldn't really see the puddle that well to shove the rod in the damn
Yeah.
thing. If you know what I'm trying to say.
yeah. So, and that's kind of why I hold it at an angle too. But,
You can see it.
but you never stuck to tungsten.
That was the main thing.
No
right?
one's never done that the first time.
Oh, awesome. I didn't stick this bad boy to the metal and have to go over and sharpen it.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, so now you can planish it. So you can see what the heat's done a little bit.
Are you going to ruin me?
No, you're gonna make it,
You're gonna,
what,
Like,
by making you want to do this?
yeah. That was pretty fun.
It's always fun to learn.
Yeah, it is actually. That was fun. Well, you can see where I missed it quite a few times. Awesome.
But like if you, So this,
And you would get used to doing that foot pedal thing. You want me to stand that for you?
no. So,
No.
oops, no, it's not tight. Let's see.
And that's strong?
Yes.
Like what?
Oh, yeah.
I can get my helmet back on.
See, I never shut it off.
Yes. So you're rocking your pedal.
Yeah, watch the pedal.
See, he's doing his foot. Tell me something.
Yeah.
Is that the way, is that a good way to do it, or
It's the way I'm most comfortable with doing it.
what? Rocking the pedal?
Yeah. So see the difference?
Right. Ooh, that's nice.
And it's just a rhythm. Like I don't know how to play
Yes.
any instrument, but
Yeah.
you get into that cycle and that rhythm, and then you sometimes when you're doing big metal, you're adding the rod, so it's all like,
A rhythm.
yep,
Nice.
that's it. Good job.
Well, there's more to it. Obviously,
Yeah.
you have to set the machine up.
Right.
You have to clean the metal, make sure everything's fit and tight and right.
But the long run, everything becomes faster and better.
Right.
So you're not grinding as much. You're not going back and beating it out, beating it in, shrinking, back and forth.
Awesome. That's cool. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Saltworks has taught me how to TIG weld.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
That was awesome. I'll give you your glasses back. You'll need
Back in
those.
stores.
Oh, that ain't
I'll
my
need
beer.
them. You need a new one.
That was good.
Well, not necessarily.
What are you running from?
I use a leaf blow. I use a leaf blow on like.
And so he walks in the door, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
What do you mean?
Well, he didn't tell me who he was.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a hero of mine. So his name is Chris Ito. You heard of Buick Grand National?
Yep.
He designed it.
Are you serious? Wow.
And you know that international truck that comes like really modern to a point? The
Yes.
semi truck?
Looks like a 34 Ford front
He
end.
designed it.
Oh, wow.
So that's him, and he designed so many hot rods. And then he just moved down here. And he owns a lot of iconic hot rods and customs. So he came in and talked to the customer and started looking at us, and he's like, he's a design engineer.
Oh, no. Is that what happened?
That's what happened.
So what did he say? Like he wants this all one window?
Well, no, just a bigger radius here, and this, just changing the radiuses, basically. I mean, it's just like, $100,000 worth of design. Yeah, so,
He wants a bigger radius there. And what did he explain why?
because it flows better.
Looks better. Okay. I wouldn't have
we'll
picked up
see.
on that.
Right.
I wouldn't
we'll
have picked
see.
up on that. I would not have picked up on that.
It's all just little subtle changes.
I like your machine piece on your dash.
Yeah. Yeah, this.
Yeah? Nice. Well, shit. Should have told him to stay home that day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's resulted in this too back here. He's like, well, this is too sharp. It needs to be softer, and it needs to come forward a little bit. So we got to change that. But originally, when we built this car, this was, I think, like
I would not have.
5 inches wider back here.
Okay.
And the customer, he came and looked at it, and I've always told him, like, it's not going to work. Like, it looks horrible. And he goes, well, that's how I want it. That's how I want it. So he came down he usually comes down for 3 or 4 days at a time. So he came down on a Thursday, and I showed it to him. I go, it's horrible. I don't like it. He goes, well, I think it'll work. So when he went home that day, I worked all night, and I fucking sucked it in 6 inches. And he come in the next day, he's like, see, I told you, it looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I just sunk it in 6 inches. That's why.
It's not the same car. Wait, what do you mean? I'm like, what? Now you know why it looks good, because it was what I said it should be. So,
It's quite a machine, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Wow.
and it's funny how it looks so big now, but when it's on the ground, it looks so much smaller. It takes on a whole nother dimension.
Quite something else to be honest. Yeah, quite something else.
It's very fun. I love it. And he's got a design to make a crew cab pickup. So we would put it on like a modern dually chassis.
Yeah.
It would just be 4 doors, this front end. But now we have, this whole thing is scanned, so now we can make all the panels.
Ah, you can make another one.
Yeah, we can make another one fast.
So if somebody says they want one, you can
Right. Yeah.
get Buddy on the machine and
Right.
go for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I went up to South Carolina, I grabbed it, and this was early on, this was 10 years, or not 10 years ago, maybe 6, 7 years ago. I got it, and I never had a customer on this scale. So he says, look at it, give me an idea what you think it would take to finish it, blah, blah, blah. So I took a week or two, and he calls me, and he goes, what do you think? And he goes, I go, well, I don't want to do it. He goes, what do you mean? I go, I don't want any part of this project. He goes, well, what would you do? I go, I'd start over. He goes, well, I thought you might say that. Okay, let's start over. So I have the one that someone else built out back.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
And then you'll see it and you'll understand why.
Okay, yeah.
I got to check this out.
Yeah. And it was made out of steel.
Bum, 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 bum. I couldn't imagine someone saying, no, I'd start over.
50,000 in this one.
Well, it's kind of, you have the guts enough to say, nope, we'll start over. That's where it's at,
I
right?
want to be a part of it.
You told them to have the guts to
Still my
say that,
name.
right?
Yeah. And then I was thinking, like, I have the best customer I could ever have right now, and now I'm gonna lose them. But
It wasn't what you wanted.
yeah, but I didn't want my name on it.
Gotcha. That machine that you got will push that steel down that far?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy.
Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. What you growing? Nothing. Oh, I love the boat, man.
Yeah.
Oh, the boat's cool.
It's the first fiberglass boat, 59 Premier on it. He had bought at the time a brand new Dodge chassis from Dodge, so it's like a 2017 chassis.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What happened when you guys grabbed this damn thing and finished her up and cut her up and made her into something else?
I thought about cutting it in half and put it on a wall and it
She got smucked up there a little bit.
It had a tilt front end, so the whole front
Yeah.
end was one piece and it tilted forward. And you can look like inside, like all the billet cross braces he built in there. Machine drilled one at a time. And
Fuck, they were cool.
oh yeah, they are, aren't they?
They are.
But the roof was like,
What? No doubt in my mind. Look at the size of it.
yeah.
I realize all of the bars on the top look like they're still from.
Oh yeah, no, they're aluminum.
Yeah. Would you ever use them or no? You'd make your own.
Him, yeah. We've made all kinds of jokes what we do about it, but.
I don't know what to say.
All right.
It's quite something. Quite something. That was a story for the books, really.
Right.
So, did you hear the story? What he said?
So when he came to me,
The truck
What?
inside is all aluminum. He built it.
originally that started because he had this one built by someone, and he said he wanted me to come get it from a friend's shop because he wanted me to finish the metalwork. So I brought it to my shop, and I had it for a week or so, and he called me. He says, "What do you think?" And I'm like, I don't want to be a part of this. And that was a very hard decision at that time in my career because this could potentially be my greatest customer ever. And I'm like, I just don't want to be a part of it. He goes, well, why not? I go, because of how it's done, I don't want to do that. He goes, well, what would you do? And I said, start over. He's like, okay, that's what we'll do.
Had the balls to tell him no, and look where it's going. right? If you didn't tell him
He's
no.
become a great mentor, friend, everything. I mean, we built several cars for him, and he's just the best human. He's such a good dude.
That's good. That's a good story, actually.
Yeah, I love it.
That's a good story. Now this boat is awesome. I love this boat, man. There's one on Marketplace right now, and they want $2,800 for it. But it's got a fit. It's got, you know, a little nicer shape head and left it side a little bit.
Yeah.
But this thing is cool. I love the fins on it. It's cool and dang it. That'd be cool to haul behind an old car.
It would, yeah. I have the windshield and everything. But
Time.
time.
You like it, Jolene?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's cool, isn't it? I don't know shit about a boat, but
Yeah, me either.
that's why it's right there.
Yeah. That's time.
That is so cool. I like it. I love it, actually. It's awesome. So you must say, if you don't like it, you ain't gonna do it.
Right.
Well, there's quite a few things I don't like I've done. I just continue on.
Yeah, but
Take it as a lesson.
but it's not like someone forced you to do it.
Right. No.
You chose. You didn't like what you did.
Right.
That's different, you know.
See that machine in there? Punch that thing down that far? Like, that's quite something else. Like, do that with a hammer.
Yeah. I had a friend back in Indiana that made a suit of armor.
That's a small bathtub for that young kid in there.
Yeah.
Like a jacuzzi.
Yeah,
Put it on rollers,
Right.
rolled around the house, and little fella could have a hell of a time.
right?
Have his own jacuzzi.
A free toy.
Yeah. Everybody brings their car to the shop. That's cool. I like that. Keeps the dooryard looking nice.
Yeah.
The yard, I mean, looking nice. I call it the dooryard, but the yard looking nice.
Yeah, we got two guys today that aren't here watching the football.
Sometimes that happens. Yeah, it's a good looking yard. Bob's big boy.
He's already got one set up.
You got that intake polished?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Oh, he's going to need some more stuff.
Yeah. Something smaller.
Do you just put that on your tab?
Sure.
They all got a tab?
You gotta watch out for those Saturdays.
Yeah, I think I've overextended my tab.
Yes?
$6,700 for this one wheel, so cash credit.
Oh, just put it on there. I think you have my Amex, don't you? Does it have to be in my name? No. Okay.
I'm going home looking for French cars now.
You should. I think you'll find a few here.
He's probably got them all.
Right?
Yeah. Probably has them all. Here? Yeah. You done with it?
Hey, buddy.
Are you polishing this? Polishing this to polish it, or are you doing that so you can paint it?
I'm doing it to paint it. I'm doing it to paint it because you see
want it to
how
look nice.
this is all textured
Yeah, you
from
want
the
that.
factory, and their factory edges
Yeah.
are kind of, the casting is rough.
Yeah.
So I don't want that to really show through when it's painted. I want it to be nice and smooth.
Gotcha.
So
You're doing what you have to do, sand it off, make it look right.
yeah, because I mean the castings from the factory are horrible.
I get it.
So
You want it better than factory.
I do want it better than factory. And so that's the block and the tranny over there. And this is the 6.1 Hemi out of a 2008 Dodge Magnum that's going in that Plymouth. So it's the essence of hot rodding. Small light car, big fast motor.
A lot of work to clean an engine like that, eh?
Yeah, because
It is.
you know, on like a small block Chevrolet, you take all the drive components off it, it's real easy.
Yeah.
But here with this, they cast it all together. So getting in all these nooks and crannies, I mean, I'm a small guy, with, you know, my hands.
But you're not fitting in there.
No. So, I mean, essentially, you do the best you can.
Yep.
Put a adhesive promoter on it. Prime it with epoxy, and then finish paint it.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it. And
There's
then
not much I can do for you, is there?
No,
I can watch you and
can watch,
tell you you're
but
doing a good
that's no
job.
Fun.
Yeah.
That's no fun to watch. No, I'm getting close to the end.
The epoxy stage.
Yeah, I'm really getting close to the end, which is exciting for me because the engine bay on the car is already done.
Yeah.
So as soon as this is painted, it goes in for the last and final time. And then it's wire and fire.
Oh, I've heard that before. Wire up, fire up.
Yep. So, and you know, I have the stock color,
Yeah.
or the stock cover, so these will go back on. And it'll all be painted the same, which is a green color.
Yep.
And then the intake will be white and the headers will be white. So try and get it as old school looking as I can
Yeah.
for a late model motor.
What about the wiring harness on this bad boy? You got that figured out?
Yeah, so it's a Terminator X from Holley.
Okay.
So it's all like plug and play.
So you just plug it in the factory spots, wherever your wiring harness go, and
Yep.
and rock.
You need a power, ground, and turn on. And that's pretty much it. And the Holley controller does the rest. It self-learns.
Have you got your motor mounts? Oh, you got motor mounts there and everything? You can buy at factory aftermarket motor mounts?
Yeah, so they're aftermarket motor mounts, and they're actually for an LS that we modified a little bit to fit on this 6.1.
So this is an LS motor mounts,
Correct.
modified to fit this engine.
Correct.
So you can put it in where a Chevy small block was. Correct?
Yeah, essentially,
Or,
yeah.
no, well, maybe not. I'm not sure whether you had to make your
we
own
did it-
mounts in your car.
Right.
Okay, so I get it.
Because everybody puts an LS or small block Chevrolet in their cars, and because I'm a Mopar guy, I wanted to keep it all, you know, Dodge, Plymouth, Chrysler.
I got you.
I wanted an all Mopar car. Because that's what everybody does, you know.
That's
Small block is cheap. You can get parts at the auto parts store real quick. This is a little bit different. Like you can open up the Facebook Marketplace and find a small block or an LS.
Yep.
And there's hundreds of them. But you start looking around for a Hemi, now you've shrunken the window of opportunity, really.
It's making me think we have a 62 that I want to make it into, it's a 4-door. I want to make it into a 2-door.
Nice.
That's my flavor. Just changing things, but
Yeah.
that's cool. 62 Dodge.
Yeah.
Be cool to go with a Hemi. 62.
Yeah, so nobody builds the Plymouth. Like you go to a car show, there's Chevrolets and Ford shoeboxes all over the place. But like when I go to shows, before we tore the car apart, everybody'd come up to me and say, "Hey, is that a Chevrolet?" And I'd say, "No, it's a Plymouth." And they were like, "Oh, I didn't know Plymouth made a hard top." Well, they did.
Yeah. That's cool.
So
I like it.
I'm pretty excited. I'm trying to get ready for April for the roundup
Can I
in
touch
Texas.
this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm just wondering if your sandpaper's doing anything to it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, because if you come and reach around over here, you can feel
Oh, yeah.
how rough it is.
Yep. I'm getting dirty, honey.
I have a feeling
Leave it.
that's the best place that you like to be.
Yeah. Dirty?
Yeah.
So you'll get a Dremel tool and go in there, obviously, and do the best you can.
Yep.
It's funny, the wheel that you get on there. I've never seen a wheel like that before with the sandpaper.
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
It's almost like a hard Scotch-Brite pad.
Yeah. With sandpaper in between.
Yep.
That's cool.
And then if you want, you know, to get all these scratches out, come back with the DA,
Right.
get all the hard scratches out, so that way you're not having to do a lot of body work on it.
I'll tell you, if you want a motor to look nice, it takes time.
Right. And when it's out, that's the time to do it.
That's for sure. Well, that's nice to know that you're modifying LS mounts to work on the Hemi.
Yep.
Perfect. I like it. I love it. See what everybody else should do, make a pattern of paper. It's easier to cut paper than it is metal.
Yep.
Yeah.
How would you deal with this big window to chop it?
How would I deal with it?
Just right in the middle.
I'd never chop a roof in the middle. Too much body work. I have to look it over here for a second. It looks to me like that post is coming down there a little bit on that lane here. That post is almost identical. So I think it would come straight down. Doesn't it look like it comes straight down? Oh, look, this post here looks like it's in line with this post, doesn't it? Don't they look like they're going the same radius? So if we cut them off, it's got to come down the same way. If you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. And I'd cut the tape. And I'd just bring it straight down. It looks like it comes straight down to me. Doesn't this line here look parallel with this line?
Yeah.
If I put 4 inches of tape on there, 4 inches of tape there, I'd bring it straight down. No, I bring it straight down. Well, I mean, I'd take a straight piece of in the middle because both lines look like they're like this. So when I cut it, it still comes straight down. And then I glue it back on. And I'd make my own windows. If you know what I'm saying, because both posts are like this. You have to have the same exact mark. If one post is like this and one post is like that, then it'd be a totally different story. The windows. Yeah. You just bring it straight down?
I don't think he chopped it.
He didn't chop it. Yeah, it looks to me like it could, I don't know. Yeah, I think
This would be pretty close.
That's what I would go if I was chopping it. And I take the glass, make a template for the pattern of making new glass. And then I would cut the glass with a jigsaw. And if I wanted shatterproof, I'd wrap it. How do you make a template? Well, you've got a piece of glass that goes in it, probably not go. Yes. You just lay a piece of metal on top of it and shape it to that shape. I've actually made a metal window before, tacked it in the truck, and then put a brace on the inside so it stays where it's at. And then set that piece right in my microwave on my barbecue. And lay my plexiglass on top of it, heat it up until it drapes down on top of it. When it drapes, shut it down. Clamp it all the way around the edge so it can't go off. And then you've got that window. And then when it's chopped, you can put your fiberglass right in there, trim it, sand the edges, wrap it with clear wrap, shatterproof if you want to, for wipers and that shit. And then I put on exterior because if you want wipers, right? A lot of people sometimes people want wipers. I rub it on the outside and then I wrap it and put it in that wiper. And I feel like this one will come straight down, I think. Look at Thom. He's got